Charles Barkley was on yesterday, and I said, I like the Rockets to trip up the Warriors. He said he liked Portland in the West. Are the Warriors that vulnerable, or are we just hoping that they're vulnerable so we have some drama, Greg?
Yeah, I think there's a bit of both. I do think they are a little more vulnerable than they've been for a couple of reasons. One, mentally, they're trying to do something that hadn't been done since the 50s, and that's to go to 5 consecutive finals. Losing DeMarcus Cousins is going to have an impact. And I just think the gap has shrunk somewhat because teams have more confidence playing against. They're not as in awe of Golden State as they had been in years past. And so I'm with you, though. I do think Houston is the team best equipped because I think they're the better defensive team. And as much as I love Dame Lillard and C.J. McCollum, I think those guys are brilliant. I would say that they also have the better player. I think overall you can make the argument James Harden is the best player in the league right now. I don't know that he gets the – it's kind of scary to say this, but I don't know that he even gets the credit for how good he is when he continues to play the way he's playing. I mean, that guy – I've never seen a guy do the stuff he can do offensively.
But I did want to ask you about that, though, Greg, because Harden, we always want to look back when, yesteryear it was always better and players were better. And, you had Jordan, you had Kobe, they were obviously unbelievable players. I make the argument, though, Harden is a better scorer than both of those two because of the element of the three-point shot. He's a great three-point shooter. He gets to the hoop. He takes contact. He's good at the line, shoots a lot of free throws. Now, Mike's game and Kobe's games would have evolved to incorporate the three a little bit more. But Harden, to me, if you said I can have a score and I know that he's going to put up at least 40 a night or 35 a night, I'm taking James Harden over those other two in today's NBA. Am I being unfair?
No, Daniel Patrick, you are spot on as you usually are. I will say that. And again, people, what comes across though is people are going to equate what you just said to say you said that he was a better player, and that's the problem. Like there's a distinction. Michael was a better all-around player.
Yes,
and I would even grant you Kobe was, but that's not that's not what you said. What you said is he's a better offensive player, and I would agree with you. Not to mention when you talk about all of the things he does, he's also a better passer. James Harden's one of the 5 best passers in the game. Okay, so when you have that ability to pass along with the scoring, it makes your ability to score even more difficult to defend because you help defenders in a tough spot because they don't know if they can come or not. When you watch him driving and throwing the lobs or making the cross-court passes in rhythm for threes, so, what he's doing is he's making it harder for you to commit to help. And so he reads that stuff so brilliantly. Like that guy. The other thing I would say is the way he scores, he has the highest degree of difficulty on his shots of anybody I've ever seen. And I would say that's where even Kobe surpassed Michael in that regard because Michael kept it simple. Michael from 15 in was as good as you could be in terms of scoring a basketball. And then Kobe had a larger arsenal. Kobe would take more difficult shots. He could shoot the threes off the dribble, the step backs. And James has taken what those guys have done to another level, and you have to add in his ability to pass the ball. Now, you may not like watching it, but to be as effective as he is with the way he plays is unreal. I mean, that guy is incredible. I'm in awe every time I watch him play because of how hard he makes it. Like the shots he shoots, the sidestep threes, the step back threes, and then the other thing is his ability to get to the free throw line as consistently as he does. I mean, that guy's, he's incredible, man, and I wish people would appreciate that more. Having said that, I actually didn't vote for him for MVP, and now I'm not doubting myself. Because I said, had Paul George not hit that three that knocked them basically out of the 2 seed and put them into the 4, man, because I waited to the last minute. I don't know that I pulled the trigger for Giannis, and that's not taking anything away from Giannis, who right now to me is the most dominant player in the NBA. I mean, again, there's a difference between being the most dominant Shaq was the most dominant player in his era. That doesn't necessarily mean you would say he was the best, but he was the most dominant, and that's what Giannis has become in our league. But man, James Harden, you know what he's done. Really, it's the last 5 years. That guy could have been he could have won 5 MVPs.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah.
He could have won 5 MVPs the last 5 years with how good he's been. I mean, it's unbelievable, man. It's a treat for me as a basketball nut to watch that guy operate.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV, stream for free on BR Live, or download the Dan Patrick Show app.